In a world filled with generic comic book movies, it is a breath of fresh air when one comes around that tries to do something different. Directed by Todd Phillips, Joker presents a unique character study of a beloved villain. This roller coaster of emotions the movie presents is exemplified by the fantastic acting of Juaquin Phoenix, who brings every aspect of the character to life. Through dancing, laughing, crying, and killing, the Joker's origin story is shown through a tragically dark and depressing lens. The story focuses on the titular Joker, whose real name is Arthur Fleck, as he descends into madness thanks to revelations about his family history and the cruelty the world shows for him. The movie clearly takes some notes from the classic The Killing Joke story from 1988, as they both present different yet thematically similar origins for the clown prince of crime. Arthur is a clown for a living, taking various jobs through town in order to take care of his mother. He gets to see the worst underbelly of Gotham, as he is beaten multiple times. It all comes to a head once he receives a gun from a colleague, and inadvertently begins a revolution. The story is simple, with some twists and turns, but effective. If there was a single word I could use to describe it, it would be depressing. You really feel for Arthur for the first half hour of the film, up until he begins to go down the hole of insanity. The movie does not attempt to excuse any of his actions, but does allow the audience to draw their own conclusions and understandings. There were some points in the story where I thought Arthur took drastic turns, rather than there being a build-up for his actions. It was not nearly as neck-breaking as the Venom symbiote becoming good after seeing the city from a high place, so this complaint is not a big one. The film was built up to be something more than a comic book film, which is why I found it strange just how much of DC's world is actually included in the film. While I expected the movie to take place in Gotham City, it was a bit jarring to hear the names of Bruce, Martha, and Thomas Wayne. There are some references to Batman's origin which distracted me from the film. Even so, it did make me crave for a Batman film to go along with this different take of the Joker. The cinematography of the film is simply beautiful. The colorful atmosphere it often presents contrasts perfectly with the actions on screen. A scene that comes to mind is when Arthur is in the bathroom and starts to dance. It should be a happy scene, but the way it's shot and lit brings out just how deeply into the rabbit hole of madness he has dug himself into. The work of Lawrence Sher, the cinematographer of the film, is at full display, pulling no punches. Simply with its images, it can convey the anguish the characters feel through the film, accompanied by a brilliant score. There is a lot of different contrasts through the film, a lot of it to do with the music and the presentation. The cheerful melodies really make you uncomfortable when the Joker kills somebody on screen. Joaquin Phoenix's acting is what carries the film. It was truly disturbing to see him as a broken man, shirtless, attempting to flirt with an imaginary girl. The movie makes you believe that this is a real person who really has been dealt an awful hand in life, and Phoenix brings that person out perfectly. There are moments that made me cringe and look away because of how believable his performance was during those uncomfortable moments. His condition, which makes him laugh uncontrollably, seems agonizing the way Phoenix portrays it. This Joker is the son of an apathetic society that sits back as the most vulnerable are taken advantage of. Violence is the response to the hard times in this world, as Arthur is gifted a gun rather than a friend. In some ways, I think this is the most real Gotham City we have ever seen, and as much as I complain about the DC elements in the film, I can't deny that it added something to the DC fan inside me. Overall, Joker is a dark yet beautiful reimagining of history's most famous comic book villain. There are times where you aren't sure what was real and what was not, and it's this ambiguity that's so essential to the Joker as a character, from its comic book origins to now. I believe this movie is gonna stand the test of time similarly to how The Dark Knight did, and I would definitely suggest this one to be viewed more than once. I give Joker a 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of Joker. This is something new for me. I've never done film reviews, at least not in a video format, and I want to do them more, so hopefully you liked this small, short review. It was a lot of fun to make, and I've always wanted to do something like this, so I really want to do more of this in the future. Be sure to share, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and click the bell icon so you know when I upload new videos. Anyways, until we meet again, see ya.